I mean, the old days, Moskeen and the lads go out and have a few pints to, you know, as a sedative before the game. But those days are gone. But is it hard to sleep? You know, just thinking about the 61 years, a weight upon your shoulders collectively.
For big games, it can be a tricky one, all right. Yeah. Different people have different routines, and some people obviously sleep easier. No matter really what the game is, I can't go to bed until I'm properly tired. You know, I can't go and force myself to sleep. So I'm usually the last one that's up cleaning my boots and collecting my shorts and socks from Paddy O'Reilly, our bagman's room, and having a chat with him and trying to eat the last few wine gums that he has left over. And it's kind of just become a little bit like tradition, and just try to pass the time and tire yourself out, and Paddy's the great man to chat to do that.
Yeah. And what about the younger members of the team who are being blooded in this kind of occasion only relatively recently? I mean, do they come to you guys, the senior guys, for advice?
No, actually, not really. No, that's probably the beauty of it. They're fearless and very confident. A lot of the younger guys that have come into the team, and it was probably one of the big things that helped us. You know, you never felt you had to put an arm around them or chat to them or anything. They were just so confident in themselves, in a very good way, confident in their ability, and I think it gave a great fresh impetus to the team.
Yeah. Now, Declan, you've taken over and brought this team to a Grand Slam, and you were very generous after the match in giving credit to all the people who contributed along the way, from underage right up to your immediate predecessor. Did you mention Warren Gatland in that succession? And I don't know. But the question of the fellas who didn't make the team, who were along that journey where we faltered before, do you feel for them, the guys who just didn't make the cut on the day?
Yeah, you do. Monday night is usually the worst night of the week for any coach. I think if we announce the team on a Tuesday morning, so you try and have the courtesy where possible to talk to guys beforehand. And you know, when you're leaving guys off the team that had played so well, you know, maybe the previous week, or had been, you know, given such great service to Ireland in the past, and could well do so again in the future. It's you know, sport can be very cruel, and you know, we talked a lot about it, that the 15 guys, that when they go out on the pitch, they know that, you know, who they are representing, but even more so their friends as well, and too, who are in the background. If I was to name even one, I'd probably be doing a disservice to so many. Like we started off with with 46 guys in August, and we tried giving everybody a go. A few younger fellas came in then over the course of the year just to give them a taste for it, and it was the way everybody rode in, and the advice that some of the guys who didn't get to play in gave a training, just maybe lines of running, or you know, some suggestions as to how we could go about things. So there was a huge number of contributors into the way we tried to play, and it's a real team effort to get us to where we are to now. And a team is more than 15 or even the 22 that togs out in any day. It's just 30 plus, really.
But like the guys who were out there who got to play on the day, you know, 1948 and 2009, you know, their names will be etched in the granite of rugby legend for the future, unless of course you win next year and the year after and the year after, in which case it will sort of get a bit commonplace. But that, I mean, Rory, your brother had to retire.
Yes, he did. Yeah, unfortunately, sort of just over a year and a half ago now, he had to retire, and it was very unfortunate circumstances. But you know, thankfully now his health is 100%. He's fine, and you know, obviously to miss out on something like a Grand Slam was sad for him. But he was very supportive the way through it. You know, he was always sort of ringing and texting me, and I know he would have been very supportive for Tom Court, who I suppose in many ways got his break because of Simon's unfortunate circumstances. So it's difficult for the people not involved, but you know, I suppose a good thing about being Irish in many ways is that everyone gets behind you no matter how disappointed they are.
I should ask you about the kind of support you get, the text you were getting. I mean, was it Rog got a text from Nicky English, and you know, suddenly, hang on, there's a hurling fella, a legend in hurling, and I get a text from him. That puts it in a kind of a context. I'm sure you got the same, and Paul, you got the same, people from all walks of life saying, you know, our expectations are riding on your shoulders.
Yeah, I think what it felt like, it was way bigger than rugby. It was about Ireland and Irish people achieving something, and I suppose giving us, you know, getting away from, you know, the downward spiral that people have been feeling the last while, and getting away from that R word even for a weekend. So we were only too happy to supply the smiles on people's faces
with another R, rugby.
I suppose in fairness, at the same time, it wasn't. It would be just to me not to mention another man that day who probably didn't get the plaudits in Bernard Dunn in coming back the way he has, and to win in the manner that he did, that we certainly share those smiles with him.
But I'm sure your victory actually gave him a little more heart. He had lots of heart, the heart of a lion going in. But it must have been great knowing that we'd already had an Irish victory on the day.
Yeah, I hope so. It gave him an extra reason to to get himself off the ground when he was knocked down, and fight on the way he did. So.
There are three guys in the audience here. They're Robert, Rory and Glenn. Where are you guys? There they are. Okay. They have a little rugby story to tell. Now, Goodbody stockbrokers have been in the news for all the wrong reasons earlier in the week. I don't know what it is about Goodbodies. What did you guys do in Cardiff? Tell the truth.
Well, I'll make it short, Pat, but basically we were pitch side at the end of the game, and with four lads here, Dave as well, and we went down to try and get some turf just for a memorabilia sake. But there was two lady stewards who wouldn't let us onto the pitch. But Rob here fancied himself a little bit of a ladies' man, so he did his work. And they wouldn't let us take the turf, but they did offer us a corner flag, so they gave us a corner flag as memorabilia.
Wow. Let's see it. Have you got it there?
Yeah, the lads have it here.
Oh, there's the
Yeah.
RBS Six Nations corner flag from the Grand Slam match of 2009. What are you going to do with it?
Well, we were coming through the airport and they wouldn't let us on the plane, obviously for obvious reasons, but we convinced them again. But that wasn't a lady steward, that was a man this time. But and then we, on the way back to the airport as well, we were walking through the arrivals, and there were a lot of people there waiting for the lads to come back, so they cheered us through, but they realised it was a corner flag. But there was actually a journalist, Vincent Hogan from the Irish Independent, unknowing to ourselves, behind us. And he actually wrote an article on the Monday morning about the flag and how it got home. But it's gathered a bit of momentum since, so we decided that we were going to, for various reasons, auction for a charity. A gentleman who worked just now, Flaherty, had mentioned that we have to do it for the Children's Hospital. And Rory also had a kid called Finn recently, so we said we'd do it for the Children's Hospital. And we've actually got Mary Max and Paddy Cullens have tabled a bid of €5,000 for it.
That's a good start.
Yeah, so it's
worth saying. You can go on to cmrf.org, which is the Children's Hospital's fundraising arm, and there's a link through to eBay there, and we'd love any bids at all.
Place your bids.
Yeah, exactly, and raise as much as we can for worthy cause.
Good on you, lads. However, you've just announced that you stole a flag. The Gardaí will be arriving here very shortly. There's still a bit of rugby to be played this year, guys. The Heineken looms. So you are the best of buddies, supporting each other, of course, for Ireland. But then, the Heineken real world comes in again, doesn't it, Paul?
Yeah. I suppose it's kind of strange to win something as big in the middle of the season, because you can't really enjoy it and kind of dine out on it. So it's kind of, we have to press the reality button midweek and get back to training, and
that must be hard.
Try and move on. Yeah, it is and it isn't. I suppose we all enjoy playing with our provinces. So we all knew beforehand that we'd a lot left to go in the season. So
all right, will you retain your title?
I don't know. Hopefully, but a lot of good teams.
Got to do something about that.
Well, yeah, we have to worry about. One thing that we did do in this Six Nations was we solely focused on the next game and as an entity in itself. And I assure you, we won't be looking beyond Harlequins.
All right. Okay. And go on.
Can I just Keith Wood rang me today to ask me to just highlight about the Stuart Mangan appeal. He's a young out half that got injured playing rugby. He's from Iron Cork, got injured playing rugby in England, and fairly bad injury. He's going to need a lot of care, and I think there's a lot of fundraisers going on, but I think the website is www.stuartmanganappeal.com, and I think they need to raise a lot of money, and I think Woody said if one good thing come out of us going on the late tonight, if they got a bit of money in, or people got more aware of it, it'd be great. So just for people to keep an eye out for that. He's supposed to be a great young fella by all accounts. And
StuartMangan.com.
StuartManganAppeal.org, I think, actually. So
if you do Stuart Mangan Appeal, it'll Google it. It'll come.
Yeah.
All right, well, look, guys, thank you very much for taking time out of Friday night. I'm sure there are places to go and drinks to be had and celebrations to be enjoyed. But Declan, congratulations to you.
Thanks very much.
You're a ledge, as they say in the business. Rory, thank you. Paul and Brian, congratulations one and all. It's been fabulous having you here.